Hey everyone, Eggman here with another video, and we've been playing Master Duel for pretty much the last 2 weeks since it came out, and not only are we having a lot of fun, but I've kind of picked up some tips and tricks for spending our gems and our crafting materials to kind of get the most of what we've got with them, and I want to share that with you guys today. I've seen a couple of videos kind of share some false information, and I've also just kind of picked up some stuff on my own that I really want to share with you guys and kind of help you guys out. So, and we already kind of made a video, but I wanted to kind of make a better video and maybe a little bit more concise and go over a little bit more things than I did on the first one. So I hope you guys got something from it. If you did, please like and comment and also drop a subscription. I normally don't make Yu-Gi-Oh or Master Duel content, but I'm getting into it. And so if you guys sub and want some more content of that sense, please let me know. But let's get on into it. Starting with packs, we do have the selection packs and the master pack. The selection packs are just kind of mini sets where there are about 80 cards that are in them that are specifically selected for the pack to exist. You can't pull outside of that, but most of the cards in there are usually quite good and cards you want anyways. Of the two, I think Stalwart Force has probably the more staple cards and kind of cards to support strong archetypes that exist right now. There are strong meta staples such as Crystron Helki Fibrax and Sword Dragon. There are also archetype dependent ultra rares such as Eldritch the Golden Lord, Sky Striker Ace Kagari, and also Ominous Omen for Tri Brigade. There's also some good super rares such as Power Desires Twin Twisters, Thunder Dragon support, Elemental Hero support, Salamangreat support, Drystron support, just a good kind of variety of cards that meta archetypes use. Revival of Legends does have some good cards in them, such as Firewall Dragon and Link Karibo. However, most of these are kind of, I'd say, iconic cards instead of necessarily great cards. And by and large, there's just a kind of a lot of fluff in these that are really archetype specific and not necessarily kind of have a wide range of use. But if you're playing something like a Blue Eyes deck, there's definitely some generic support for that in there. And if you do like Stardust Dragon or any of the cards here, you can get this. But I do think the more, I'd say, meta viable pack is the other one. We also have the Master Pack, but this is more of a kind of last resort if you don't have a secret pack or selection pack to pull from. There are almost 7,000 cards that are available to this pack, so the chances of you finding the cards you need is very slim, but there is always a chance, so if you're feeling lucky, go for it. We also have the secret packs, and these are probably the most complex part about the entire system. So pretty much how these work are these are more of not mini sets, but more sets that are half of a specific archetype and then half of the just generic master pack. These packs, like the other packs, do have 8 cards in them. However, the first 4 cards are just cards from the master pack, and then the last 4 cards are just cards specifically to this pack. So for example, in this pack, the first 4 cards will be looking through all of these to fill the normal, rare, super rare, and ultra rare slots. And the last 4 cards are looking at these cards specifically to fill the normal, rare, super rare, and ultra rare slots for those cards. And how these unlock is that if you pull a card either from like the normal packs or a different secret pack, a card that is either a super rare or an ultra rare for that secret pack, you unlock it. You can also unlock these packs by crafting a card that is either a super rare or an ultra rare from that pack as well, but we'll go into that later. We also have the bonus packs, and you get these from the tickets you get from playing in solo or ranked mode. Their cards in these aren't specifically very good. There's a whole bunch of them, and you also can't disenchant them, so be aware of that. These are more, I guess, for just collection purposes, and you can pull a good card every once in a while, but in general, you should not depend on getting cards from here. Next up, we do have the structure decks. Right now, we only have 2 available to us, the Magician of Pendulum and also Recontract Universe. Of the 2, I think Recontract Universe is probably the slightly better one, but neither of these are, I'd say, fantastic products. If you want to get into the game quickly and maybe just learn what Exceed summons are and everything like that, this is definitely a deck for you. And of the 2 of them, I think this is the one that you can most make a viable deck from. And I'll probably make a video going over that soon. So if you were to go into one all out, I'd probably do this one. Especially since there is some cheese, especially like there's a lot of OTK strats with Double or Nothing and the Utopia and some other cards that exist in this. So I would choose this one if I was to hard press one, but right now I don't think either of them are a hard buy. Like a lot of free-to-play games right now, we do have a season pass for Master Duel as well, but I will say this one's really nice because unlike a lot of them I've seen for other games, you can get this one just with in-game currency. For this first season, this is what we get for it. We do get our investment of 600 gems back, and then we also do get essentially 3 free super rares and 3 free ultra rares on top of the kind of other things we get on top of it. So I think it's an investment for sure. I was able to get through it in under 2 weeks. So if you just kind of play it a couple times every day, I think you should be able to get to the 100 pretty easy. There are also a couple of bundle deals for this where you get 10 of the generic master pack and then a ultra rare Ash Blossom, Lightning Storm, or Solemn Judgment, depending on which one you get. These are really nice and they're only limited to 1 per account. I'd definitely buy 3 of the Ash Blossom one if I could. And in general, I think you should get all of these because, again, these can be bought with just in-game currency, which is nice. You don't have to spend any real money. You can just use the gems you get for logging in or whatever. And I definitely recommend these. So probably from best to worst is Ash Blossom, Lightning Storm, and Solemn Judgment, but I think you should get all 3 anyways. Now, one of the best ways to obtain gems without spending any money, that is with the in-game missions. They're kind of split up into 2 groups. So we've got the limited time missions and the unlimited missions. The limited time missions are just that. These are more of our daily rewards for logging in, spectating Duel live every day. We also have our daily missions in the sense of kind of some challenges they want us to do. For example, right now I have for winning duels in ranked and also activating traps in ranked. Most of these are in ranked, and then also you get some occasional solo mode challenges as well. But I would definitely try to complete these as soon as you can. You get more every day, and I think you can only have a max of like 5 before they start kind of overrunning. I could be wrong on that one, but I just do them every day just to make sure they don't get filled up, and I get the extra one. You should be able to get at least 1 pack every day just by doing this. Next up, we have the unlimited missions, and these are kind of just like long form stats for your entire account. The more that you play the game, the more you get reward for it, which is nice. Some of these are just really lengthy. For example, removing 3,000 of your opponent's cards is the max end, but you get these milestones throughout the way, which is really nice, and just a lot of things. And honestly, you just get these by playing the game, which is nice, and you just keep playing, you keep getting them. There's also some secret missions as well. I will try to put a link in the description for the ones that I've found already, and probably there's some articles kind of going over it too. But these actually give you a good chunk of gems just for finding and getting rid of them. They're kind of like these lifetime missions, but they're a little bit trickier conditions. But once you meet them, you get a lot. For example, gaining life points at the 5,000, I got 100 gems, which is 1 pack, which is nice. And if I get these other ones like taking control of my opponent's monsters or placing spell counters, I get more of these. And once again, these secret missions normally pay out a little bit better, which is really nice. Next up, you can also obtain gems just by playing in ranked. Even if you're just starting, I think ranked is really, really nice right now, at least, where you can get reward a lot from playing the game and leveling up. You get a lot of generous gem rewards for doing it too, which is cool. And it can really help you out in a lot of ways. So you definitely want to keep climbing with these, trying to get as many gems as you can. Every rank you get like essentially a free pack, which is nice. And additionally, when you do play ranked and you win, you get points for it. You can drop rewards, which can include some additional gems as well. I do also recommend going through solo mode. If you go to the last duel in every scenario and beat it with your own personal deck, you get 200 gems. And this is for all of them, which means you can easily get over 20 packs just by going through solo mode. And finally, let's talk about crafting. Pretty much how it works is that any card in the game can be crafted as long as you spend 30 crafting points of the rarity for the card you want. For example, if we want this Ash Blossom, we just need to spend 30 ultra rare crafting points to make it. Crafting points can be earned with the battle pass, but they're also earned by disenchanting cards you don't want anymore. For example, this Ash Blossom as well can be dismantled for 10 of the same rarity, so ultra rare crafting points. Additionally, there are 2 foil variants that exist in the game as well, which can be disenchanted for 15 and 30 gems respectively. There's also a disenchant all extra card button that exists. By pressing this will get rid of all of your extra copies of cards that you have 4 or more of, but still keep your playsets. Also, it won't disenchant more of the same foiling as well. So that means that it will keep 3 of each foiling specifically for you, and it won't get rid of, let's say, a regular foil. If you have like 2 of a glossy and 2 of a basic foil, it will keep both of those. Even if you technically have 4 of that card. Since crafting points can be kind of important for crafting the cards you need, and because there's just honestly so many cards in the game, you kind of have to do some research on cards that you want to keep, but also you want to do some research on quantities of cards that are needed. For example, some cards you really only need to have 1 or 2 copies of anyways, so you can kind of disenchant those. Additionally, some cards are limited or semi-limited currently, and so you can get rid of extra copies that you can't use anyways as well. For example, I know that I will not use 3 copies of this Elemental Hero Liquid Soldier, so I'm free to dismantle 1. Another crafting tip that I have depends on how willing you are to play the long game, but essentially for any kind of staple ultra rare that doesn't exist in a secret pack, I only craft 1 or 2 copies of them and kind of sit on them from there. Most of these cards can be pulled from the master packs anyways, and so it's kind of just playing the long game of when will I open one of these eventually and kind of going from there. And having 2 copies of Ash is not too much different from having 3 copies most of the time that I've played it, and it just kind of feels good at that. So I know eventually I will probably open up my 3rd Ash and then I can use 3 then, but right now I'm okay at 2, and I don't want to spend 30 gems on a card that I will probably open eventually anyways. Another thing to keep an eye on is also the differences between like the TCG ban list and the OCG ban list, especially this one versus what the current OCG ban list is as well. So something that I know is banned or will be banned or something like that, I am a little bit more cautious on making full copies of as well. We don't know what they're doing with kind of the refund, or if there will be a refund on a card that does eventually get banned in this game. So that's something that you have to be a little bit wary of. So I only have 2 copies of Maxi for that reason as well, and just something as a more cautionary thing than anything else. So I just researched the current TCG and OCG ban list and make some decisions off that. I know some other card games do give you refunds for when they do ban cards, and I think Duel Links did that too, so I would expect something like that to exist, but I don't know what it is currently as I'm making this video, so I would say just be a little cautionary and kind of make your best judgments from there. And lastly, if you are crafting a card that exists in the secret pack, you do unlock the secret pack for 24 hours, as well as if it's the first time you've crafted a card from that secret pack, you do get a free pack. So using this information and assuming that I'm buying some packs, normally what I do is that I just craft a super rare that I need from the secret pack that I need as well, just to unlock it, and then I get the packs and try to pull for the ultra rare that I really need. And this just saves out on ultra rare gems. I would say ultra rare gems are probably the most limited quality in the game. So you want to be careful with what you spend them on and how you disenchant your stuff specifically for those more than anything else. But just being able to get the secret pack unlocked, which is nice. And then since the secret packs have just kind of limited high-end qualities, at least for the half of the secret pack, you have a pretty good chance of getting the ultra rare that you're needing in the first place. So, for example, let's say I need this Maximus, but I also need this Guardian. I would first generate this Guardian here using my gems. This will not only unlock the card, but it will unlock the pack for me. Also, since it's the first time that I'm crafting this pack, I will get a free pull from it. And then let's just, sure, we'll pull from it right now. Probably nothing good. All right, we got a little something. All right, Infernal Fire Blast. But then we also unlock the pack. Also, we get the pack here too. And then from there, we can pull from here, not only hoping to get more of these Guardians, but also the luck on getting the Maximus as well. And that's all that I have for you guys today. Please let me know if you got something from this. And if you didn't, please let me know too. I want this to be kind of a good guide to help people get into the game in the first place. And if that's not the case, I want to change that. So again, if anything changes in the upcoming future and future patches or anything, I'll at least make a comment to this video. If not, make another one or kind of going over some new changes. But I hope this is a good starter for people getting into the game and kind of getting used to the kind of particulars to the in-game currency and everything else this game has. But once again, thank you guys so much. If you want more Yu-Gi-Oh content, please like and subscribe to me and let me know you want more of it. And that will be it for me. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you all next time.
Damn it.